It's hot, eh? It's like in summer. Yeah. Yes. Whoa. Yes. 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 Whoops. Hello. Check. 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 First of all, we gotta confirm. There you go. Yes. Yes, y'all. Yes. Yes, y'all. Yes. Check. 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 So you see the voices. So you can see the little clip. I'm just testing. Just gonna show the people. Check. 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 So that's how you know it's working. Shout out Jess. You might as well have been here because what the fuck? Okay, play some music. Get rid of these glasses. All right. Yes, yes, y'all. Yes, yes. Check. One, two. There you go. There's the volume. Yes, 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 y'all. What's going on? You listen to Proetiq Radio, Ari and I coming at you live in the flesh, in the scene. And we got episode 175 going on today. And today we got Chucks coming through. Oh, this is a great opportunity for me to do intro video, actually. Okay, so we got Chucks coming through. We did an interview with him and his crew, Lit Hill and DJ Denise, when she was in town. They all came up here together. We did a cool ass interview. And he's coming back today to talk about some new music he's got coming out, a new video release. And if you guys are following on Twitch or YouTube or whatever, much love. Shout out CFRE Radio, shout out Co-op Radio. Make sure y'all be checking out all of our new updates on Instagram, SoundCloud, even YouTube. Give us all a follow. Give all the compadres a follow. Shout out the Identity Crisis if you would like to go check out any of his stuff. Yeah, he's got a bunch of cool music and stuff out there too. And yeah, let's go. Let's jump into the show. We're gonna play a little bit of music before Chucks comes through. Yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yes, yes. So right now, this song coming up is Himmel Himmelisht by Sternenlicht. It's from some movie I randomly watched, and I thought the soundtrack was cool. So let's run it on back and give y'all a little listen. Let's go. Yes, y'all. All right. Next up, we got one and only the Identity Crisis. Track is called "Good Time" from the album "Breakfast with a Psychopath."
Baby doll, you're staring at me as if I was a big old piece of meat. A crime against all of humanity. I'm gonna tell your mommy and your daddy I'm playing, girl, come and just dance with me. You dolled up and you're looking so pretty, and you're sipping on your French martini. I'm thinking that you looking so fancy. Hope you don't mind what I'm wearing. A t-shirt of Elvis Presley and sipping on my decaffeinated green tea. Are you losing interest in me? But I'll be keeping you company, cause you're the prettiest one that I see. The DJ's ripping up the whole scene. Can you feel that bass rumble in your spleen? I came here to have a good time. Put away the Rolex and minus to the fine wine. Gonna keep it moving till we see the sunshine. Getting up the dance floor with ladies that look fine. I came here to have a good time. Put away the Rolex and minus to the fine wine. Gonna keep it moving till we see the sunshine. Getting up the dance floor with ladies that look fine. Come on, girl, and just dance with me. I wanna see if you can move your feet.
Come on, boy, and just dance with me. I wanna see you move your booty.
What? Come on, girl, and just dance with me. I wanna see your inner beauty.
Come on, boy, and just dance with me. I wanna see you shake to the beat. So tell me about yourself.
Well, I'm a singer, songwriter, producer, and I think that I'm a rapper.
Okay, see you
I'm
later.
also an independent movie director and aspiring actor.
Let go of my
Hey,
arm.
wait a minute. Did I mention that I play point guard for the Toronto Raptors?
Ooh, you're sexy.
Thanks, sweetheart. Oh, by the way, my best friend is William Shatner. Now you biting on my neck, I'm flattered. And you making a big mess, drink splattered. And you got them glassy eyes, you plastic. Don't overdo it, you be hovering on the crabber. Now you moving it like my private dancer. And you be shaking it faster and faster. Close to the speaker, like a ghetto blaster. Don't spill a drink on me, cause I'm looking dapper. I came here to have a good time. Put away the Rolex and minus to the fine wine. Gonna keep it moving till we see the sunshine. Tearing up the dance floor with ladies that look fine. I came here to have a good time. Put away the Rolex and minus to the fine wine. Gonna keep it moving till we see the sunshine. Tearing up the dance floor with ladies that look fine. Come on, girl, and just dance with me. I wanna see if you can move your feet.
Come on, boy, and just dance with me. I wanna see you move your booty.
Come on, girl, and just dance with me. I wanna see your inner beauty.
Come on, boy, and just dance with me. I wanna see you shake to the beat.
Live in the club or at my show. Shake it real fast or in slow-mo. Move it till you can't move it no more. Who says you can't get down to rock and roll? Live in the club or at my show. Shake it real fast or in slow-mo. Move it till you can't move it no more. Who says you can't get down to rock and roll? I came here to have a good time. Put away the Rolex and minus to the fine wine. Gonna keep it moving till we see the sunshine. Tearing up the dance floor with ladies that look fine. I came here to have a good time. Put away the Rolex and minus to the fine wine. Gonna keep it moving till we see the sunshine. Tearing up the dance floor with ladies that look fine. Come on, girl, and just dance with me. I wanna see if you can move your feet.
Come on, boy, and just dance with me. I wanna see you move your booty.
Come on, girl, and just dance with me. I wanna see your inner beauty.
Come on, boy, and just dance with me. I wanna see you shake to the beat.
Woo. All right, that was the Identity Crisis, and Sess Rock. Oh, okay. It says in the credit. Oh shoot, sorry. That's Let's Go to the Kruger Bar. That was the Identity Crisis, and yes, some vocals from a girl. She was just a girl you met at the bar. And she was just talking to you. That track was called "Good Time" by the Identity Crisis off of the album "Breakfast with a Psychopath." On Apple Music. On Apple Music, let's go. Is it on Spotify or anything? So specifically Apple Music. So shout out all my iTunes. Everywhere else but Spotify. So shout out Apple Music. You guys could check it out. It's called "Good Time" by The Identity Crisis. If people are searching up the artist name, is it just the IDC? Or just you gotta search The Identity Crisis. And yeah, man. Simple as plain. The Good Time album Breakfast with a Psychopath. There's a lot of other dope music on there, and that track was called Good Time. 16 years. It says Good Time 2009 right on here, actually. That aged well, actually, if you really think about it. Facts. Yeah, dude. No, facts. I could see that being very different during that time. During that time, yeah, 100%. That's fucking dope. What would you classify that genre as? It's hard to. You can't really classify it. It's. Yeah. Hip hop, pop, rock ish. Kind of like Will I Am it kind of does that kind of stuff, right? But Will.i.am is also a producer too, right? So that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, yeah. It makes sense. It makes sense. Will.i.am, he chills with a lot of the Mexicans. I watch a lot of the interviews, and he's from those same neighborhoods that like it's heavily Mexican, and he was like one of the only like black people there and stuff. And he, like you guys watch a bunch of his interviews, he talks about it, and the Mexicans do a sock check to see how high your socks are to make sure you're a cholo or whatever. Shit, I hope I didn't fuck up any lingo over there. But yeah, absolutely. That was the Identity Crisis. Good time. 2009. Because that's not really important the year, but the track, the Identity Crisis, Good Time, from the album Breakfast with the Psychopath. Actually, that album cover is a pretty sick one too, from what I recall. Yeah, fucking dope. New music coming out this year. The Identity Crisis. Make sure y'all follow under his own record label as well, right? What's the name of the record label? Radio Insect Records. Oh, here comes Chucks. Chucks is in the building. All right, y'all. We got Chucks coming through in the building. Chucks coming through in the building. Chuck's coming through in the building. He's got the Montreal Expo. What's up, man? What's up, big dog? Good, bro. How are you? Chilling, man. Chilling. We were just playing some music. We were playing some of Paul's music, actually, right before you got here. All right. Yeah. I actually wanted to show everybody this one track, and then we'll jump into Chuck's stuff. This song is from a movie. I heard this soundtrack. Whenever I watch movies, I always like get infatuated with the soundtrack. I got to figure out the name of this movie, but it is all Spanish, the whole movie. And I forgot where it's from, somewhere in Spain or Brazil or something. But sick ass movie. It's from like this girl. She like grows up in the slums and she becomes this kingpin, I guess queen pin. But the beginning of the song, the beginning of the movie started with a song. It's called BAIANA System. Bayana System. And the song is called Sassy. SACI Trop Killers Remix is what it says over here. So let's go ahead and play it. Let's go, y'all.
O Saci pererê vai dançar de uma perna só. O Saci pererê vai dançar de uma perna só. O Saci pererê vai dançar de uma perna só. O Saci, 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 saci de uma perna só. Quem tá só, fica junto. Quem tá junto, fica só. Quem tem dois, já entendeu. Quem tem Deus não fica só. Quem tem dois, já correu. O bagulho não dá nó. Já correu pra não dar nó. Flow!
Yes, yo. There's actually more to that song, but we're gonna cut it right there. Woo! That was jokes. Chucks was dancing the cha-cha, and yeah, yeah. And I gotta tag him in this video with him doing the cha-cha. Let's go. All right, cool. All right, so all right, let me jump to the other board here. We're gonna play some old background music. Kairos. Check 1, 2.
Got me dancing bachata,
Dancing the cha-cha-rino.
senorita, mamacita.
Yes. Check 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. I see the things moving up there. Let's see. All right, we got Chuck's chilling.
Yeah,
What's up, man?
yeah, man. We're good.
Yeah.
It's here. Lock it in.
Yeah,
Hey.
lock it on in, brother. Yo, man, ever since we linked up with Chuck's, we've been chilling, brother. We've been
Yeah.
going to the studio. We've been chopping up on the phone. You've been making mad music. We did an interview with Lucy Lowe the other day,
Lucy
and
Lowe.
he knows you from back in the day. That's cool.
Yeah. He gave you some history. Yeah.
Yeah,
Lucy Lowe's
absolutely.
the man.
That's dope. You guys didn't see each other for quite a bit before, right?
Yeah,
From what I was
exactly.
told.
We're just doing our thing, growing.
I love that, dude. That's dope. What's Chuck's got going on? You got a video or a music, an album or song coming out? Like
I got everything coming
soon,
out.
like
I got an
next
album
week.
coming out next week, Afronadia, June 5. So look out for that. And we got the
Afronadia.
first single, Black James Bond, dropping this Friday. So that's tomorrow. We got a crazy movie for that. So just check your IG reels. You'll see that Black James Bond, XXX.
XXX, Black James Bond, coming out next week.
Coming out tomorrow.
Oh shit, tomorrow.
Yeah, and the album
brother.
Afronadia coming out next week. So that's it. Yeah, we're
Wow.
working, man.
That's dope, man. Give the people a little bit of a background story about the album. Your mentality through the songs on it. Like, where does the name Afronadia come from?
Right. So Afronadia is a combination, right? Combination of Afro and Canada. So,
Yeah.
it's kind of showing you the experiences of the African newcomer to Canada and, how we navigate through the struggles. And I'm sure other cultures can also relate, right? You come here, the motivation is you're here to get that paper, make a better way for you and your family. And then you just on the come up, on the grind. African gotta hustle. And then, through that, you make it. And, Obi Cubana, big boss. Then you start to look for
Obi Chibana.
Obi Cabana.
Obi
that's it.
Cabana.
So that you start to look for the lady you want to share that, the
Yeah.
success with. And that's where songs like Caliber and Of Course come in, right? And
Okay.
then, once you find the lady, everything is smooth and gravy. Then, you got the haters. People come to try to take it away from you. You start to question, is this real love? Is this temporary love? Start feeling like Black James Bond in that,
Wow,
and that's
wow.
where it goes. And, we close the album off to be continued.
Wow. Oh, wow. That's a whole nice storyline of it.
That's it. We're going to shoot a movie for this. And
What's Obi Cabana?
Obi Cubana
Walk us
is
through Obi Cubana.
So Obi Cubana
Yeah.
is as his name of a billionaire in Nigeria. Is
No way.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's a billionaire in
interesting.
the east side of Nigeria, huge, and he does a lot of humanitarian work as well. So big ups Obi Cubana.
Okay.
So I feel like a lot of people should try and aspire to reach that level of success in their life. And if you see Obi Cubana's personality, he's kind of like not bothered by anything. He's always smiling, always having a good time, even
Yeah.
though he works hard. So
Yeah.
that's kind of like the mentality I put into that song. Like just hustle, work hard, work towards your goal. Whatever your goal is.
Okay.
And when you get it, don't forget about the people that helped you get there, and also the people that don't have and are trying to come up like you.
That's fire. So Obi Cabana, is he like during modern times kind of
Yeah,
thing?
yeah, he's around right now.
He's around right now.
He's,
Okay.
he's still up. Well, we just celebrated his 50th birthday. So the crazy thing is
Wow.
my song actually came out on his 50th birthday, which I never planned, right? Because you have to set the release
Whoa,
date
whoa, whoa.
in advance.
That's
So
dope.
I didn't even know it was his birthday, and then he was just doing this whole big deal for his birthday.
just worked out.
And it worked out. Yeah, it came out on his birthday weekend.
Obi Cabana.
Yeah,
Nice.
big ups to Obi Cubana.
Big up Obi Cabana. And you were saying this is Nigeria.
Nigeria. Yeah,
So
that's for sure.
what is his influence? Is he a president, prime minister, or just like a
No,
billionaire?
just
you
a
said?
billionaire businessman, and he's a philanthropist. So that's
Nice.
it, right? He's for the people, a man of the people, for the people.
That's dope.
Yeah, and he's brought up a lot of people under him, right? He has this brand Cubana. So
Yeah.
there's another guy called Cubana Chief Priest that is up right now. He started to do music actually. He has songs with Davido. They're rolling.
No
right? So,
way.
yeah.
Wow. Damn. Now, does your families, like your parents or like uncles, aunts, like are they like, yo, Obi Cabana, like everybody like roots for him kind of thing? Like he's got that kind of influence.
I would say among like my family or the older people, but they know him. They know
Okay,
his
okay,
voice,
okay.
like because he's just 50, right? So like my dad is older than him, right?
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
I'll say it's more like a motivation for the younger people. So a lot of the younger people do know about it. No, and it's like he's making his money through. He's showing he's making it through legal means, right? Like there's a lot of people in Nigeria that do things through fraud, and they flaunt that wealth, so you're not sure where the money comes from.
True,
But
true,
He's
okay.
showing you that through hard work, through being smart, doing good business.
Yeah.
You know, you can make it, and you can also
That's
don't
fire.
forget to give back, right? So I think those are the important messages there.
That is a really cool message. That's a very important message. Damn, that's dope. Obi Cabana, let's go. So you got the video coming out tomorrow. What song is that for a specific song or is it for a number of songs?
Yeah, just for one song. It's called Black James Bond.
For Black James Bond
Black
coming out
James
tomorrow.
Bond. Yeah, we dropped the
Damn.
trailer yesterday. It's looking crazy, you know.
Dude,
I'm in the
that's dope.
tuxedo.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
Got the dun, 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 dun.
Sick, bro. Whoa. Okay, dope. Okay, man, I can't wait to hear that one and play that track. That's freaking dope. Is that the one of the main songs on the album? You say?
I'll say not really. It's a
Okay.
crazy song though. It's a crazy single. I
Yeah.
mean, I guess it deserves its own standalone treatment, right? That's,
like
that's
it.
kind of right. But
That's
there's a lot
dope.
of crazy songs on the album. There's 10 songs on the album.
Wow.
I have a song with Stanley Inal, huge Cameroonian artist. He's like, you know, one of the biggest artists in Cameroon, if not the biggest, right?
Wow,
So,
wow.
yeah, so he's featured on that album. It's called Of Course. And then we have Dance For Me. That's a banger. Like, it's been
Yeah,
going crazy
yeah.
in the clubs. And that's featuring Cy Young out in Vancouver. So that song is crazy.
Yeah.
I got to go out there and shoot some, you know, reels and stuff.
Hell yeah, bro.
And then, yeah, we have a video also dropping. You know, I'm saying too much. But
No, say it. Don't worry.
No,
don't worry.
it's okay. I don't want to leak too much. I want to, like, show you guys as it comes, you know?
Okay, that's dope. That's dope. So a lot of exciting things coming up for the summer. You have a venue/concert thing coming up in July 26th.
July 19th.
July 19th.
actually,
Yeah,
July
you're mentioning that to me.
Yeah, that's
okay,
what's up.
dope. All
Thanks
right,
for,
sick,
thanks for
man.
bringing that up. That's actually
Yeah.
the live concert experience for Afronadia. So that's happening July 19th. And yeah, it's going to be downtown at Yes Electric.
Sick.
So yeah, make sure you pull up. Good vibes.
Tell the people can they get the concert tickets and all that stuff.
So you can get it on my website, lithill.ca. And we're also going to be announcing the Afronadia official website. So that'll be afronadia.ca. So look out for that. But for now, you know, we're going to be launching everything, lithill.ca, afronadia.ca. You can also find tickets on Eventbrite as well.
Dope. That's fire. So kind of like a album party showcasing, like kind of like the first concert official.
That's
concert.
right. That's right. Yeah,
That's
there's
dope.
been a lot of demand for it. So
Fire.
we got to give the people what they want.
You got the crew coming through.
Yes,
you
sir.
yeah.
I got all the artists. So it's gonna be a nice celebration of music in the city.
Yeah.
I got a lot of artists coming through to perform, showcase the track. So you know,
Yeah.
we're gonna start right at earlier in the day, maybe towards 7:00.
Okay.
Going all the way to late. Right. I'll probably go on closer to midnight, and then we'll have a party after
shit.
that, right?
Dope,
So it's
dude.
gonna be a sick kind of like festival vibe.
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
all the Lit Hill artists there: Flavius Tyrone, Joy Class, Donatello, CY44,
shout out,
and a lot
big
of
up.
other artists in the city. Shout out Triple M. You know, shout out Bago Tate. They're also gonna be there. Huge Afrobeats artists in the city, so it'll be a great concert.
Oh wow, you got a lot of Afrobeat influence artists.
Yeah, I got
come
artists
through there.
coming through from Hamilton, Mazi, from Barry. Shout out Cesario. You know, huge. M's from Barry too, so it's gonna be huge. You know,
Dope.
Yeah.
That is fine. So is it gonna be inside?
we got THT Entertainment coming from Montreal. They're
Entertainment.
gonna handle the music for
Shout
the
out
day.
Montreal. You got the Montreal shirt
That's
on.
why I'm
representing.
repping. You know, we're repping. So, and even this weekend, we're live. We're lit at Soup Lounge on Friday.
Oh,
so
wow.
I'm doing 3 shows this weekend. Soup Lounge, Aurea, and the International Black Diversity Film Festival Gala. We're gonna be performing there with the whole crew as well.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a movie from now till the album drops.
love it.
June 5, Afronadia, and then come pull up for the party. Afronadia official live concert, July 19. Yes Electric.
That is fire. What is your go-to? What are the songs that you like to perform the most when you do these venues? Like, do you have like a set order track list, or do you just play it by ear? What is your go-to songs that you like to perform live? Would you say?
Oh yeah, it's crazy, right? Because the album's new, so
True,
everything's
true.
still evolving.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
the other day,
yeah.
I was at a party. I was at Still Tipping, and I had 2 songs from the album I wanted to perform: "Dance for Me" and "Carry and Go." And it was kind of like a dancehall vibe when I was there. So I was like, "Whoo, you know what? I had this other track I'm working on. It's not even done yet. No bass on it yet, right? Like, so it's called.
Wow.
I don't even know what it's called. I guess we're calling it yeba. So I pulled that out. I was like, I'm gonna
Yeba.
do this yeba. Yeah, I had a sample on there, dropped that in, and bro, everyone went crazy. Like everybody was going crazy in that place. So
No way.
Yeah, so that's the thing. You kind of have to be fluid as an
Yeah,
artist and
yeah.
just kind of read the room, right?
Good for
But yeah, I
you.
like to perform "Dance for Me" off the album. I like to perform "Carry and Go" off the album as well, because that song, my vocals really come through. I perform that
Okay.
on the beat, no backing vocals really.
That's amazing. So generally, when you do perform, there's just the you said no backing vocal, or like generally there's just like the instrumental sort of thing. You just have it on deck, like when you go to a party, you're like, "Yo, here's the instrumental."
I
and
got
then
it right.
you
We got
mic.
it on deck. I got the airdrop. I got the USB.
Smart,
We got the
smart.
performance tracks. We got the MP3s. Some
Yeah.
tracks you got to perform on the vocals, and some of them you just gotta, you gotta push yourself, right, as an artist to just do.
That's
more.
dope, man.
And some tracks do sound better when you perform it without the vocals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. What have you always been a performing? Like, when was the first time you've ever performed like live in front of an audience? Would you
I'll
say?
say that was high school, actually, my high school prom. So we had the after party, and this is what actually inspired me to be a rapper.
That's
Let
crazy.
me tell you the story.
Yeah. Let's hear this. That's
Yeah,
dope.
so we had a clique, right? A whole clique. We're called DPG Dog Pound. And
Yeah, no way.
yeah, we
DPG
all
Dog-
had names like from all the Dog Pound guys. Like I was Butch Cassidy. I don't know if you know Butch Cassidy, but those Nate Dogg, Butch Cassidy, those Corrupt, those all the Dog Pound, Daz Dillinger.
Yeah.
So each person had a name from the crew.
Wait.
Yeah.
You're actually blowing my mind right now. So basically, Dog Pound, they were all named after like an OG like westernish like.
I guess,
Snoop
yeah.
Dogg
Now that I'm
stuff?
mentioning the names,
'Cause,
yeah, they all
like-
sound like Western gangsters, right?
Yeah.
That's exactly what it
Interesting.
was,
Alright.
like Western. So the real Dog Pound were actually named after Western gangsters. That's crazy.
Wow.
Like Daz Dillinger,
Yeah,
Butch
'cause-
Cassidy.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Cool. So you guys each had your own names.
Yeah, we
You
had a
guys each-
moniker that we took from each of these guys, right? Because we're
Fire.
just like, okay, this crew is sick. We're sick. Why
Yeah.
not, right?
Okay.
So that was it, right? So I was Butch Cassidy.
Okay.
And we had this performance that we lined up for the prom after party where we were gonna rap over this beat. So there was this beat that we had. I forgot where we got the beat from, but all of us were writing verses to the song, right?
That's
Practicing
crazy.
it. So we practiced the thing for 2 months straight.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
dedication, bro.
I remember
gotta
every time
hand it
we
to
meet
you.
up, and we're in boarding school, so we're
Yeah.
always around each other, right? So it's easy to do that, right?
Yeah.
So we literally practiced the song, and I was like, damn, their verses are sick. Like, their verses were sick. They were rapping fast, like doing all this crazy thing. They had metaphors.
Yeah.
My verse, I was like, oh my gosh, like it sounded like a nursery rhyme almost compared to them. I was like, okay, you know what? It's all right. That's what I got. So
Yeah.
I memorized my verse. The day of the prom, we got on stage, we performed it, right? The crowd loved my shit. They were like, yo, your stuff's fire, right? So I was like,
That's
okay, that's
dope.
dope.
That's dope.
Then a couple months later, I'm chilling on campus. I forgot where I was, but I'm chilling somewhere and I'm listening to like a Bone Thugs and Harmony song. And I just hear these verses, bro.
Oh yeah, they're one of the craziest.
My
are-
guys took
yeah.
their verses.
Oh,
my guys
they
took,
stole it.
they didn't write their verses. So these
Spiders.
verses were literally
That's
all from freaking Busy
crazy.
Bone,
Oh.
Crazy Bone, and I'm like, no wonder this verse sounded crazy
No
because
way.
you're rapping Crazy Bone. So I realized I was the only one that actually wrote my verse.
Wow.
So I was like, wow, I like, and they had swag. All of them had swag, like more swag than me. They had everything more than me, right? I was like, yo, I was
Yeah.
like, but at that point, I was like, you know what? I got it, man. Like at this
Bro.
point, if I'm the only one that is doing this for real, I got it, and that gave me the confidence, to start really
Yeah.
like rapping.
Brother, what comes to my shout out to one of my old dogs, Pharaoh. Like my homie always loved Bone Thugs, and the first part in Crossroads, it goes a little like, let's all get up for easy. He's Uncle Charlie, little Boosie, God's got him, and I'm gonna miss everybody. I don't roll with those I hate, looking for they stay. Don't play with destiny, too deep for me to say something like that. Their flow is like that was R&B hip hop before R&B hip hop.
Right.
Like his shit was, and that's East 99. That's Cleveland, I believe. They're from Cleveland. Fucking, but yo, bro, Bone Thugs and Harmony flow, That's ahead of their time. That is one of those ahead of their time shit. Like they rap so fast, but with melody, dude. Like do 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 do. And yo, your boys bit the verse, and you thought that they wrote that.
I thought
and
they
it blew
wrote
you-
that.
That's a nice, funny little twist to the story.
It's so funny. I was
Yeah,
shocked, man. I wish I could call every one of them at that point and be like, "Yo, what the hecky?"
But it inspired you though. It made you. It pushed you to the limits because you're like, oh shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
I gotta match that. You know, at the
That's
very
dope.
least.
That's dope.
Yeah, it was crazy. And Bone Thugs, shout out Bone Thugs. Like that was all we listened to. You know, I used to have Bone Thugs mixtapes. I'll make mixtapes for Bone Thug, and that'll be all I'll listen to. You know.
You know what's crazy too? The fact that you said your rhymes, you compared yours to nursery rhymes compared to your friends, but the crowd loved your stuff.
Right.
Right. I was actually listening to this little Kanye SoundCloud mix, like fan made thing, and they would put snippets of interviews, and Kanye said something about like when he was really younger, there was a freestyle battle, and like some kid came up, he's like, "Hey, my name is Chris, I'm the shit, let me tell you something, you smell like piss," and the whole crowd went wild, and it was so simple and stupid kind of thing, but Kanye's like, fuck. So ever since then, he just kept it simple.
Bro,
And
that
it's
was-
kind of like what you
That was my
kind
first
of did,
rap
right?
ever.
Like
That was
simple,
my
simple,
first
and
rap
the
ever.
crowd loves it.
That sounded like my first rap ever. Literally, I was like, Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his leg, and Jill came tumbling after.
Yeah,
And then I went into another verse after. But that was the first rhyme I wrote. I think I was like 7 or something when I wrote that, like very young.
Yeah, but you know, those are tried and tested if you think about it, because like they've been nursery rhymes. They have this natural flow, so it kind of makes sense that like, you know, lyrics kind of are
Yeah.
embodied after that.
Like in the club on Friday, I'm gonna
Yeah.
do that. I'll be like, if you're sexy and you know it, clap your hands. And if they're, you gotta clap your hands if you're sexy, right?
That's
If you're
that's
sexy
so
and
genius.
you know it, clap your hands. Then I'll
Yeah.
laugh. I'm like, ha ha ha.
Whoa, hey, run dog, just clap. Let's go. Yeah, that's actually funny, and it's actually a really funny take. Like, not a lot of people do that, and
Yeah.
it makes it's interactive,
It's
right?
interactive.
Well, that's genius. That's really genius. It's a good way to like. It's like, you know, when people go to karaoke, you want to play the songs everybody knows,
Exactly.
right? Because it's more funner for everybody. So you're kind of doing that with a twist.
Yeah, and they
That's
did that even
hilarious.
on my songs, like some of my songs, like Carry and Go. I have this rhyme where I go, love me JJ, love me tender, love me JJ, love me tender. I
Hey.
said no problem, I'm a tender lover. Because there's a song that uses those lyrics, you know?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
just nostalgic effect, basically.
Uh-huh,
Bring
uh-huh.
people back. So there's a lot of
Melodic.
elements in songwriting, right? You can do
For
it,
sure.
go for the nostalgia, you can go for blow your mind. I stopped
Yeah.
going for the blow your mind. I go for like easy to digest,
Yeah,
nostalgia, and
that's
just kind
genius.
of true to myself, right? That's what I do.
And it's also like sing along
Exactly.
like,
Yeah.
if that makes any sense. That's fucking dope, dude. That is dope. And do you produce a lot of music as well too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
What about this album that's coming up? Is a lot of it produced by yourself, or you collaborate with a lot of other producers?
Yeah, I produced the bulk of it. I produced 8
Nice.
of the 10 tracks on it.
Wow,
And then, yeah, 2 of the
dude.
songs were done. Actually 7 of the 10, and then 2 of them were done by Gaza, who's local.
Okay,
And then the last
okay.
one, of course, was done by an international producer. And then shout out to Lucy Lowe. He helped me with the mastering of the album as well.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
666. So you would send the vocals and the instrumentals after, and he kind of like
No, I
fine-tweak it?
actually did the mixing. So I produced it and I mixed it all myself. And then what I'll do is I'll send him the WAV file of the mix with a little bit of headroom so he can do his thing. And then he'll like
Interesting
the frequencies on that track.
You know what? Paul was teaching me about this because he made a beat and all that stuff, and I'm like, yo, bro, like I want something to rap over and stuff. He's like, I can make this beat, but then we got to send it over to engineering for mixing, and then somebody for mastering. So there's all these steps that's got to be done and stuff. So like, I guess it's cool that you know a lot about the mixing and stuff, and then you kind of sent off the final thing, kind of like polish it up
Exactly.
to Lucy Lowe sort of thing.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
get a
and I
nice
think that
final
was a
touch.
process I really wanted to do. It was important for me to do that for this album. I plan to do it myself, actually, to do the mastering. I was gonna go to Lynx,
Yeah.
just lock myself in the room,
Okay.
8 hours, and just
Fire.
tweak frequencies. But
That's
shout out to
dope.
Lucy Lowe. I had a party.
Yeah.
And you were there, right?
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
listening party, and DJ Denise was there too. Shout out DJ Denise. from
Shout out
Yorkie.
DJ Denise.
We had the live saxophone there, so it turned from a listening party.
She's online right now.
Oh,
Big
wow.
up.
Big
Yeah,
ups. So
DJ Denise.
it turned from like a listening party to a recording session almost, where the sax
Yeah,
guys like
yeah.
laying sax on some tracks, and then Lucy Lowe was listening, and he's like, "Oh, do you mind if I go on this track and do some tweaks?" And he actually went
That's dope.
into the session and
Yeah.
was tweaking some stuff. Then he
Okay.
offered to master the album after that, and I was like, bet, you know what? Let's lock in.
Yeah.
Next week we're already. We had
Amazing.
we had a freaking 8-hour session from 9 to 5 a.m. You know, the next
Yeah.
morning, literally all
Wow.
night. Yeah, we left the studio at 5. And then we listened to half of it and we're like, that was terrible. We need to come back and do this other half. Because
No
our
way.
ears are freaking shot by the end, you know?
Wait, so the listening party, and then the next day you guys went again? From
Yeah, we
9
had
a.m.
to
5
because
p.m.?
yeah, literally, and then we had to come back again because we listened to half of it, and like the first half was amazing, right? And then the
Yeah.
second half was just like it started to like be a little crazy. Yeah, it's a real thing. So you have to take your
Wow.
time when you're mixing. You don't want to go too hard. Do 3-4 tracks maybe max, and then just call it a day.
Okay, yeah. So you don't like, burn yourself out and cleanse your palate, so to speak, right? You just
Exactly.
kinda-
Well, you
that's
just start
interesting.
to like lose it basically, right? Like the sounds start to get mumbled. You're not sure what it is. Like
Okay.
it's like when you're sniffing perfume and trying to pick like a nice scent, a nice
Yeah,
cologne.
yeah.
After a while you gotta like go smell the coffee beans. You gotta go take a break because otherwise
Yeah,
you won't be able
yeah,
to
yeah,
distinguish
yeah.
one scent from the other,
True.
right? So it's
You
all
need to
senses.
reset it.
Yeah,
right?
it's senses,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So that smell, sense is also
Interesting.
hearing, right? So the same with
True.
hearing. If you're hearing a lot of things, then it starts to blend into each other after a while. So
Wow.
boom.
Damn, that's interesting. It's a process.
Same with
eh?
eating, right? If you're eating,
Yeah.
eating everything, at one point you can't taste anything, right? You just eat it.
True. Yeah, just devouring everything. Consumerism.
Or like
At
alcohol,
its
if you're
finest.
drinking cocktails, right? For
Yeah.
example, yeah. By the time at one point, yeah,
Yeah.
you're just getting sloshed.
Nothing wrong with that.
Is it
I'm just
vodka?
joking.
Is it tequila?
That's a
Is it
good.
margarita?
That's like a good way for a song. People are like, "What's it, Johnny?
Is it vodka?
It's
Is it tequila? Margarita? Mamacita?
Yeah, that's great. Just go through the different types of alcohols and then
Yeah.
the cocktails that make up the alcohols, and
Yeah.
then metaphorically talk about them like girls.
Oh yeah.
Whoa,
Look at that.
let's go.
Let's go, man. Gold slinger.
Go Schlinger. Let's go, man.
She's sweet like brandy. She's very spicy. Like whiskey. Get me tipsy.
Brother, that's amazing. And what's the cool creative concepts that you got coming up? I know you worked really hard on this album, and you're performing a lot of them live. You got
Mm-hmm.
James Bond music video coming up. That in itself was actually a creative concept. What inspired you to do the James Bond concept with it all, and the music video and everything?
I guess it was just the beat. He sent me the beat. I was listening to it, and that was all I could think of, right? Like I
That's
just felt
fire.
like Black James Bond. And
Yeah.
that was kind of like, I guess like a lot of the way my lifestyle at that point. I was like, just moving fast and
Yeah.
yeah, it was rock style lifestyle, So
That's sick.
that's how I was feeling, and yeah,
Oh,
we just
man.
did it. It was easy. It just came to me.
Yeah. Okay, I know you got the
I mean,
video
we're
dropping.
still Black James Bond, right?
Right? Yeah.
No disclaimer. Let's go.
I know you got the video dropping tomorrow. Is there any like teasers you could tell us about it? I know the trailer's out already. Any storyline? Any cool is there a lot of people in the video that you collaborated with? Anybody gave you narratives for the actual music video itself?
Yeah,
Or
I'll
anything?
say the narrative came from me, the storyline. But shout out to Huss the shooter. He, I'll say actually the way the video came about was crazy. I'll give you guys the story.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so I was chilling, and Huss and I, to be grammatically correct here for the internet warriors out there, I see y'all. Anyway, so Huss and I were chilling. We had a live Wave Sessions live. He was editing for me for my song Bussin'.
Okay.
And I get a call. Oh no, actually, did I get a call that day? I don't know. I think it was the next day. I got a call from my guy Massimo.
Okay.
Massimo, shout out Massimo.
Massimo.
He owns the Markham Executive Golf Course. So if you ever looking for a
Dope.
nice game of golf, go up to Markham Executive Golf Course. He'll hook you up. Tell him XXX sent you.
That's sick.
So yeah, Massimo calls me and he's like, "Yo, the last few days I've been riding around in this McLaren, and it's my friend's McLaren. He's gonna be coming back." Maybe in 2 days time, and I really think you should get some content with this McLaren before I give it back to him.
That's fire.
I was like, McLaren, I'm there. Like literally,
Yeah.
I called Huss at noon. I'm like, bro, we have a McLaren. What do you want to do? We just So Massimo is like at the mall. He's literally waiting for me at the mall for 3 hours with this freaking $500,000 car, and I'm like running around. I go to Canadian Tire, rent a generator. I'm like, I just want
What
to
do you
shoot
need the generator for?
because I'm like, we have a McLaren, so I want to shoot with this McLaren, and if it gets dark, I don't want to have to stop shooting.
Oh, so for lights and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I
Dope,
literally
dope, dope.
just went and I got everything I needed, and Mass is waiting while I'm doing all this stuff. And boom, I go get gas, get everything, and then we pull up there from noon, and now it's like 6 o'clock. I pull up in the parking lot, and he's there, and we pop the doors open. I come out, I'm wearing my tux. Vanessa calls me. She's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm shooting this video. Pull up." And she pulls up, all nice. She's the video girl now.
Yeah.
And we shoot this video, Black James Bond. And it was crazy. We shoot it right in the parking lot there. We had the lights set up, the generator, security. It was crazy. Everything was there, right?
That's
and
crazy.
yeah, everything just happened. And then, yeah, we kept having people pulling up in the
Wow.
parking lot, for this. And that was last year, actually, in November.
Oh, that was last
November.
year. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
we shot that in
yeah.
November. So I had this cooking for a while, right? And then we went back to Miles Studios, did some more shots with the James Bond silhouette, try to get that look, a lot of creative shots. And
Yeah.
Got my boy Vadim, who's in Miami right now. He played the villain. I got my cat
No way,
Snowflake.
you got a villain in there too,
So we
That's
went for all
good.
the classic James Bond stuff. The
Yeah,
villain
yeah.
where he's with the cat, Octopussy, I think that's what it's called.
Is that what it
That's the name of the
in the
movie.
actual movie?
Yeah, the name of the movie is called Octopussy.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, damn, that's so hilarious.
It's
bro.
James Bond, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, we have the cat there, and like that's my cat Snowflake. Shout out Snowflake. And yeah, we shot the whole thing and edited it, and we're working on this project. It's like a movie, right? So we had all the scenes, and then we put together the storyline where I kind of like piss off the
Wow.
boss, or I'm undercover, and I steal his diamonds and I steal his girl, and James Bond.
Wow.
Now,
Is the boss the villain?
Yeah, that's Vadim, yeah, the villain.
Wow.
And then he gets pissed, and he's like, he's gonna come get me now, but he can
Yeah.
never get me.
Is that what's part of the song?
Yeah, it's like, did he try to get me, but he can never kill me.
That's fucking fire, bro.
Yeah.
Damn. Black James Bond dropping tomorrow. We're dropping. Check it out right now. Black James Bond. Let's go.
Let's go.
That's dope. That's dope. Damn. Okay, that's amazing. That sounds crazy. Cool
Yeah, it's
ass
a
video
movie.
concept too. Damn. It's a
Yeah.
movie.
Got a tuxedo, everything. It was
Yeah.
nuts. Yeah.
Wow, that's dope. That's dope. Any other what else do you got coming up? What else do you got coming up for album related right now? Like,
Album
do you have any
related.
other music videos that are in the works?
We
or-
do. We shot the music video for Carry and Go, so we're gonna drop that with the album as well. That's looking crazy. So that's featuring Joy Clest. You'll see Joy. In the
Sick. Shout out
video.
Joy. Yeah.
We got the dancers there as well, and then we got a lot of performances. Just a lot of performances all over the place. I'll be in Montreal, Waterloo, London, Guelph, Toronto. Everywhere. Ottawa.
Damn. How do you choose these locations and places to do the interviews, and how do you lock that in?
Yeah, I don't choose these locations; they choose me.
Fuck
so shout
yeah.
out to Proetiq Radio with
Hey,
Lit.
hey, I love it. I love it. I love it. That's freaking dope. Chucks is in the building. That's what's going on, man. Man, we still got like a few more minutes before we gotta cut it and stuff. But do you want to shout out anybody? Shout. Do you want to give a shout out to anything, or give people a message that you want to share, and things that you want people to look out for?
Yeah, I'll
with
say,
Chucks?
first of all, shout out Lit Hill, the whole Lit Hill crew. Shout out all the artists on Lit Hill, Flavius, Joy, CY44, Donatello. Shout out everyone that helped make this album possible. Lucy Lowe, shout you out. Shout out Massimo, Rosanna, Stanley, Inal, Sayong, all my collaborators, Simon Jefferson with the sax, love y'all. Shout out Vanessa, holding it down. We're here. And first of all, in terms of message for this album,
Yeah.
I would say this album is a story of resilience, a story of, just making it through all the hardship. So it's important, like, through your journey, stay focused. Through your journey, don't just stay focused on the end goal, but try to enjoy the process and try to be a good inspiration to the people around you, and appreciate the people around you through that journey. And just, through that, everyone's going to come up. Love is the answer. And, let's Get rid of the hate, get rid of the negativity, positive vibes only. There's always going to be a better way. There's always going to be a better future. Just put your mind to it and do it.
Love that, bro. That's a beautiful message right there. Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
All right, man.
And I'll say shout out to
That's
Paul holding down the media, all the media guys. You can't forget them. Vadim, Hustler Shooter, Abhijit. Thank you everyone for helping me bring my vision to life with this album. Shout out to everyone, all the promoters, all the radio stations, THT Entertainment, Mellow, Price, the Boss. I see y'all. Thanks for all the bookings. Thanks for all the love. THT, Proetiq Radio, URP. We're here.
Yeah, big shout out.
Shout out my publicist, Latoya, I see you. We're here, man. We're
Latoya,
shout out my event planner, Jericho.
Big up. Latoya actually lined up a interview with Miss with an artist for to get interviewed here tomorrow. Actually,
yeah. She was telling me that. I was messaging her. She's like, "Oh, he's gonna be in the building with you."
Miss
like,
Ricky.
Miss Ricky, that's her artist. Yeah. So Latoya's she's working.
She's working, and she's in Calgary now. Yeah. Shout out Latoya. Big up. That's sick, man. How'd you link up with Latoya online and stuff as well too?
Yeah, I've known Latoya online for a long time, and that's part of it, right? Like I feel like this album is a culmination of all that, all those like networking, all the work we've put in over the years, right? So I really wanted it to pay off with this project, with this concert. So I reached out to Latoya. She was interested in handling the public relations for this because I've just seen her work over the years.
That's amazing.
And I've asked her, if we could maybe set up an interview in the past, things like that.
Yeah.
But nothing never really materialized. But I really wanted her to handle the PR for this album because I know that's what she wants to do.
Yeah.
So same with Lucy Lowe. With the mastering, known him for a couple years, I knew I wanted to get the album mastered.
Yeah.
Same with the sax. I met Simon on the streets. We're jamming. He pulled up on us with a sax, and he's like, "Yo, I love the song."
Yeah.
So I knew I had to get him in the studio for the album, and it just took maybe 6 months, 7 months, but finally when we were ready, and he did a fabulous job.
That's amazing. I think it's really important to have like the meaningful connections especially when you're working with people, when there's like a rich history behind it. It just makes things a lot more powerful, like how like you've talked to Latoya before and it just grew. It's like deeply rooted. Same with like Lucy Lowe and homie with the sax and stuff. Like it's not just like very random interactions that you've only met them and talked to them for like a second or a minute. It's like you grew that relationship.
Exactly.
And, it's deeper, right?
Yeah, like it's not transactional. I think that's the word, right? So
yeah.
It's more like
okay. I like that. It's not transactional. Yeah.
I mean, there's some people I know over the years that are still transactional.
Yeah.
I can shout you out right now, but you know who you are.
I love that.
He loves
bro.
it too. He tells me himself he's transactional.
Oh, okay. It's still your boy though.
He's still my boy.
Still the homie. But transactional. I love it. Yeah, bro. It's important to have those deep rooted, cause it's spiritual. You know what I'm saying? Cause like that's kind of what music is all about, right? And when you hear it, and like you're in the room and you're around those people and stuff, it's like you're capturing the moment. I think that's what the biggest thing about it's like a picture, right? It's like a picture, but with music it's like you're capturing a vibe, and you're putting it into that like few minutes like stamp. So every time you go back and listen or watch that video, it's like it brings you exactly to that thing.
Yeah, and
so
that's it,
the cool
right?
thing about
that's
it.
That's the first song on my album, Afronadia. So maybe we should get into that. And,
yeah.
That song, we did that at the listening party. So we finished that song at the listening party. It wasn't mixed. Simon played the sax right there at the party, and there's a part of the song where everybody in the room is yelling at the same time, get money, make money, and we captured that on the album. So if that's not capturing the vibe in that moment, I don't know what is. So Paper of Afronadia, CHXXX, coming out June 2025. Let's go.
You heard it here first, folks. Afronadia coming out soon. Shout out to CHXXX. Thank you so much for coming through, my friend. And bro, I am looking forward to, first of all, watching that James Bond video for sure. I'm looking forward to all the new music and stuff like that as well too. Man, you're an inspiration, bro. I love the story, the history, everything that inspires you and stuff is really like you know, it's inspiring. So like, I gotta say, big up, respects, and much love, bro.
Yeah, no, thank you. I was looking forward to this interview, and honestly, like, you got a lot of stories out of me that actually captured my whole history, which is crazy. I feel like this interview is the essential Chuck's interview. So shout out to Proetiq Radio. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, y'all. Till next time. Peace.